And the question now is, when will Dr. James Corasanti testify?
It's now the defense's turn to prove its case. The prosecution rested today. The defense then tried to get all the charges dismissed, but Judge Sheila DiTullio said no.
And then came the revelation that Dr. Corasanti was convicted of driving while impaired back in the 1990s. The defense called its first witness this afternoon. News 4's Luke Moretti is live outside Erie County Court with the latest. Luke?
This was a day filled with twists and turns, everything from testimony about DNA to a motion that was put forth to dismiss all of the charges in this case. A DNA expert told jurors that she could find no DNA on a rag taken from Dr. James Corasanti's garbage. Jody Ludeman, a forensic biologist, testified that only one of 3 red stains contained a presumptive presence of blood on the rag, and that it could have been a false positive. She also says Alex Rice's DNA was discovered on the right front bumper and hood of Corasanti's BMW, but says tests found nothing from Corasanti. Prosecutors rested their case today after calling 37 witnesses. Judge Sheila DiTullio denied a defense motion to dismiss charges against Corasanti. She also ruled that prosecutors cannot ask Corasanti about a driving while impaired conviction from 16 years ago. The trial is in its 13th day. Corasanti faces manslaughter, leaving the scene, and tampering with physical evidence charges. I'm joined live now by Terry Connors. He's an attorney representing the Rice family in a civil suit against Dr. Corasanti. Terry, thanks for taking a couple of minutes. There's been a lot of speculation about when Dr. Corasanti would actually take the witness stand. We'd heard possibly he'd be the first one out. That didn't happen today. What do you think?
Well, the one thing you can't control is the order of witnesses, because a lot has to do with the scheduling and the time. So today, it ended at midday. You'd never put the defendant on in the afternoon because you don't want to give the prosecution an overnight to prepare for cross-examination.
As you know, the prosecution wrapped up its case today. Their last witness was a DNA expert, a forensic biologist out of Central Police Services, who talked about the fact that she could find no DNA on the so-called bloody rag that was pulled out of Corasanti's garbage. How critical is that?
Well, that deals with the tampering charge, and the tampering charge is purely circumstantial, so it's important. Since they have no eyewitness, they have to establish a link that links him to the tampering, and that was a big witness today.
Okay, Terry, thanks. We'll see you back at 6 o'clock. We appreciate your time.